Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. All right. There's certainly a bit of a delay, but okay. Hey Coley, how's it going? So, hi guys. This is HR Hidden Ranger streaming with another reaction. This one, a live reaction of Avengers Endgame. I believe this is the third trailer. I could be wrong. That's how it was identified on the YouTubes. I've kind of lost track of how many trailers it's been. Surprisingly, not many, considering how close we are to the release of the game. I mean, the movie. Sorry. But yeah, hi to anybody who's watching, Coley and whoever else. Yeah, I'm glad it's going good, Coley. Yeah, so definitely excited about this trailer, and definitely want to do. I want to see if I can do another live reaction video. You know, it's kind of fun, and haven't done any live streaming in a while. I just haven't been in the mood for it. I've had so many projects going on recently that I wanted to focus on. Yeah. So now that I got somebody in here to chat with, should be fun to get Coley's reaction to this as well. But yeah, this is Avengers Endgame. Let's see what new stuff they give us. It's wow, minute total. Okay, it's interesting. All right, and here we go.
If we do this, we'd be going in short-handed.
Yeah, you mean because he killed all our friends?
We owe this to everyone who's not in this room to try.
It's not about how much we lost. It's about how much we have left. We're the Avengers. We gotta finish this. You trust me? I do. You could not live with your own failure. Where did that bring you? Back to me.
Tickets on sale now.
All right. Okay. So that was the third trailer to Avengers Endgame. What'd you think, Coley? Because you know, I thought it was pretty neat, and they packed a lot of emotion into a small handful of tidbits. Baller, yeah. Mostly it's like, it doesn't improve much on what we've seen so far, but that's to be expected. They're playing this really close to the vest. I mean, they're giving us the general idea of the mood the Avengers are going in, and basically their determination of like, okay, we've lost absolutely everything. The entire universe has lost 50% of everything, and probably more of that once the death tolls continue to roll in. Because you gotta imagine that 50% of all of life was in the middle of something that could endanger, the rest of that, the rest of that portion. So, and yeah, it's really conveying that somber mood, and there was that really heart tugging, gut wrenching picture of Tony with with that picture of Peter Parker, might as well be a son to him. Just be like, oh, the most gut wrenching part of the end of Infinity War. You know, let's see. I really like this. This is Rocket and Gamora. I mean, no, sorry, Nebula. I don't know why I said Gamora. But yeah, these two, you know, really misanthropic characters, who are very, emotionally, scarred and damaged, finding, solace, and they're both like incredibly sad. Like Rocket's lost his best friend and I guess surrogate son, and Nebula has lost, the closest person she's ever had to a sister, and wow, yeah, there's a lot of emotion in that one scene. One moment, I want to check the stream. Uh-oh. Did my internet decide to crap out? It figures if it would. Frick. Huh. Oh, you can. Oh, okay. It's still going on. Good. All right. I was worried. Okay. Yeah. I saw this. I saw. I'm monitoring the. I'm monitoring this stream on my phone, and it's just doing the buffering wheel, and I'm like, no. But okay, if it's still going, I will take your word for that. And apologies, folks, for having to see this. It's a consequence of doing this live. It's you know sometimes the internet goes out, so that's unfortunate. But anyway, happy happy thing that they're actually showing us in the trailer is that uh, Pepper Potts is still alive, and they have Tony coming back to Earth. I mean, I guess we figured, I guess it doesn't take too much of a leap to figure out that somehow he manages to make it from being like stranded out in space in a dying spaceship. But yeah, it's kind of interesting that they're showing that um, that Pepper's still alive. Let's see, shot of Avengers mansion, and yeah, every single time, like every single movie that it appears in, they've added more to it. Like it used to just be like this rectangular building, out in the you know, out in the wilderness, or just out in this land, and then like after a while they got this main building. If you follow the cursor, the one with the Avengers A on it. I think in real life that's based on this car dealership in Georgia or something like that. That they actually shot a lot of scenes at, and they incorporated its look into the design of the Avengers. Like this stuff over here looks like it's new. The stuff that's tapering out toward the island, that's a lot of interesting stuff. Hmm. I wonder what all that is. Nanomachines did it. Nano. Let's see. Oh, and something that I think is really cool. Iron Man. And this looks like the same. I've seen pictures of this online. Kind of concept designs. Looks like the same basic picture or the same basic design um, as the Mark 50, the nanotech armor seen in the previous movie. It looks like it's mostly that, but with a few different design touches, and also they gave it a different color scheme, and the blocking of the colors makes it look more like the Silver Age Iron Man armor. That's basically this kind of um, red bodysuit shape, and then red gloves. That don't quite go to the elbows, but go close. But go close enough. And then there are you know, and then like what looked like gold leggings, and then red boots, and then yeah, like the base. That basic kind of like you know uh, blocking of it's really reminiscent of that kind of thing. Kind of like to the first series of Iron Man suits that he wore. There were the Steve Ditko designed red and gold variety that later iterations basically ran with. But yeah, I think it's neat. Ooh. Oh, and this is something else that I saw online that I thought was pretty funny. This is now you know sad, depressed man Hawkeye as Ronin, and weirdly enough, he has an entire sleeve of Death Samurai tattoos. That's so weird. I don't know what to think about that, but there was some like joking around on Twitter that now uh, now Clint Barton looks like some mom's shitty new boyfriend, that kind of thing. That's pretty funny. Um, ScarJo as Black Widow, now with yellow tips and red hair, and now, yeah, this, I don't know what to think of that, because like I kind of figured that like last movie she was blonde because she was always blonde and had been on the run, so she couldn't like dye her hair red, but maybe she dyed it uh maybe she dyed it blonde so that it could be so that she and the other Avengers that were on the lam could be more incognito, and she wouldn't be immediately recognized as the Black Widow. And then now, the yellow, the blonde parts are, what she had, or what she had dyed back in the day, and now it's grown back out to full red, and then just leaving the tips. Um, what do you think of this stuff, Coley? If you're still there, and ooh, Vunk. Yeah, there's this really awesome scene of like this stare down between a god and Captain Marvel, and this has got people either basically shipping them as either a couple or as instant best friends. Like Thor will set up Carol Danvers with um, looks nice, but yeah, I mean, nanomachines did. Okay, now I've got to ask, nanomachines did what? It feels like you're making a specific reference to something that I'm not quite getting. Um, you mean a god in Thor? Yeah, yeah, yeah. There is a god in this picture, and also Thor. Aw. And giant middle finger to, people who are saying that Brie Larson's Carol doesn't smile. She smiles quite a bit, but she just mostly has this more passive, bemused look. It's kind of a Mona Lisa sort of quality to it, but hey, you know, um, she's she smiles when she feels like it. Oh, a Metal Gear Rising. Okay, Metal Gear Rising reference. Okay, that explains why I didn't get it. Okay, yeah, I Metal Gear is so not in my wheelhouse. Okay, so what do we got? We got a bunch of the surviving Avengers. That's an interesting look for Rocket. I guess that's gonna be his. That's the red and grayish white. Um, I guess I guess the theory is that those were the quantum realm uniforms that they were suited up as, and here I guess is very shortly before, but yeah, they're reacting to something very important, and looks like Steve here is not only as buff as always, but he's about to throw down. Like, he looks like he's ready to go in some direction. Like, that's interesting. Oh, a new series from your stream, Metal Gear Rising. Um, kind of not looking forward to playing Metal Gear games because I've heard that the stories are very long and incomprehensible. Oh, here's an awesome moment. Yeah, because I'm glad these two aren't making up after like a kind of an off-screen sort of thing, but they actually are given a moment on screen to actually come to an accord, to actually like settle their differences and at least get back on a hand I was gonna say a handshake basis, but here it kind of looks like they're doing some kind of like fancy handshake sort of thing. That's like they're giving each other a high five and then doing some like complicated routine. That'd actually be kind of cool. Yeah, there's the handshake. But yeah, now I'm kind of amused by like oh wow, this is actually pretty funny. Just kind of go in any given order with this, and it kind of looks like they're doing a complicated handshake. That's pretty cool. Sorry, I'm easily amused. There's a Milano. There's a whole bunch of Avengers in the Milano, and Carol's in costume. Huh, interesting. And we've got Cheadle's Rhodey in like suited up as War Machine. So it's gonna be and Cap actually looks like he's wearing the either the black and gray like stealth Captain America suit from part of the Winter Soldier movie, or it's kind of a variation that's similar to it. But yeah, I wonder what kind of thing they're going on. Maybe they're going out to rescue Tony. Who knows? Yeah, that's my heart. My heart. Aw, and I like the festive bunny ears. Wow, Robert Downey Jr. like his Tony Stark looks like he has gone through the ringer these 8 or however many years it's been since he started being Iron Man, because like he was in his 40s, I think, early 40s when he started when he started filming Iron Man, and he kind of looked, and he looked like he was in his like maybe 30s, but yeah, now he definitely looks like he's north of 50. Like, all this is taking a toll. So that's pretty neat. Let's see what else. Uh, Lens flare that's handily accompanying this ship. That looks like Thanos' ship. Huh. Here's tier two characters that you wouldn't normally think of spending any time together. Like, this could be their only interaction in the movie, but it'd be kind of cool if these two are actually like interacting. Because they're both used to being soldiers. They're both used to being warriors who are being comfortable given missions, given something to do, and they're also, come to think of it, both cyborgs, because Rhodey has that integrated like mechanical uh vertebrae. He's now walking with integrated prosthetics. That's interesting. So it'd be like, I would be fascinated to see what these two would end up talking about if they actually had a moment to do so in the movie. That would be cool. Yeah, like, I don't know. Out of everything else I'm seeing in this movie, this has me the most intrigued, and nothing might even come out of it. But I don't know. That's just neat. I like seeing two characters that you wouldn't normally put together and just put them in the same space, and then seeing what happens if they interact, or what kind of bonds they have, or what they have in common. I hope this movie does something with that, because that's neat. Huh. Okay, that's an interesting look. Oh, that is a sad raccoon. I love the amount of expressive emotion they give Rocket in all of these movies since Guardians of the Galaxy. And here's Thanos back in his armor. I did think it was kind of weird in Infinity War that he spent most of the movie, with his armor off, despite all the fights he kept getting in, and he just mostly looked like somebody who was just showing up to Florida on a vacation. Like, he might as well have been wearing flip flops. That was pretty funny. Um, and of course, there's the power walk. They're going to whoop Thanos' booty. That's amazing. So, and there didn't seem to be like a post-title sort of thing for this trailer, but yeah, that's about all I got to that's about all I found. But Coley, what is your reaction to this? Like, what is your favorite part of this? Because I am curious. And, you know, assuming that I'm still actually streaming, I still don't know if I am or not. So yeah, let me know, buddy. Oh, that scene with Thor and Captain Marvel is cool as hell. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, Yeah, that scene has a lot of people intrigued because might be a slight delay. Oh, there's certainly a delay between the things I'm saying and what's on the screen. Like there always is a delay. It's just a matter of how much, and I don't know. But yeah, Thor and Captain Marvel. Yeah, those are two that are they're pretty cool. And like I don't know how much interaction they've had in the comics. I don't know how much they have in common or anything like that. But those two look like they could be like really interesting together, at least in the movie. So that's cool. And this could also kind of be a passing of the torch for Chris Hemsworth's Thor to the next you know most logical powerhouse of the Avengers going forward. Um, so yeah, that's cool. Let's see. Yeah, and I'm really curious to see what else, like what other interactions Carol has with the Avengers because Infinity War did a lot of fun stuff with having MCU characters who hadn't interacted before bouncing off each other and finding fun ways to interact and so yeah, I hope Endgame, and it should with the running time as long as it is. I hope they capitalize on on just giving us more and more interesting character dynamics to play with. Because like I said, that was one of the things I liked the most about Infinity War is just watching them play. Watching stuff like say Tony Stark in teaming up with Spider-Man and the Guardians of the Galaxy and having to be the adult in the room no matter how much he hated the idea of that and just being like I'm surrounded by weirdos, that kind of thing. Oh, sorry, I don't know if you heard that. It was like there's like a pop-up, but anyway, let's see what else. Um, or the idea of like Tony Stark and Doctor Strange getting on each other's nerves because they're too similar, you know, or basically the Guardians of the Galaxy interacting with everybody, just comedy gold there. So hopefully they'll do more with that. Like I said, I want to see them, you know, I really want to see if anything develops between Nebula and War Machine because, like I said, that was fascinating. I hadn't really seen those two together before, and I'm just like, I hope they're pointing towards something that actually happens, rather than they happen to be reacting to something because they happen to be standing next to each other in the shot. Hopefully there's something more going on, and it doesn't have to be some kind of, say, romantic relationship or anything like that. It could just be two fighters who have seen some shit, two fighters who have lost a lot and are part machine and are just looking for a mission so that they don't have to cool their heels and that kind of thing. So I'm really, yeah, I want to see more interactions like that, stuff that we haven't seen before even in the previous Avengers movie, because we've got all these characters, and I'm really curious to see where this goes. But yeah, I think that might be all I have for the moment. This has been HR Hidden Ranger Streaming with the reaction to Avengers Endgame trailer number 3, and the movie comes out in late April. What is it? April 26th. So it says tickets on sale now, but I think it's the 26th that it comes out. Anyway, but yeah, and so yeah, this I'm definitely glad I did this live. And if you want to see more live reactions or recorded reactions or video game play, you can like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter at HRStreaming, and yeah, I'll be back with more things to react to and more games to play soon. And until then, thanks Coley for hanging out in the chat, and take care of yourselves, guys. All right, bye.